Hi Justina, this is my first ever YouTube video, so I'm kind of excited. Um, I just watched your video, Why Don't INFPs Want to Be Themselves? Explanation. And in this video, you kind of put forth a call to INFPs to post videos to YouTube. Your concern is that INFPs might be afraid that if they post to YouTube, their videos won't be very well received, and you're basing this off of your observation that on personality psychology forums, on MBTI forums, INFPs are often invalidated, ridiculed, mocked, and feared. And if that's the case, I'm glad that I don't go on those forums more often, because I don't want to be invalidated, ridiculed, mocked, or feared. So first, I guess I should summarize what you said in this video. Your thesis, I guess you could say, is that people don't want to be INFPs because, and especially INFPs don't want to be INFPs, because INFPs are feminine. And when I say that, I mean that we divide personality traits into two groups, masculine and feminine ones. And the INFP personality type, by virtue of their feeling and their perceiving, tend to have a lot of feminine traits and not so many masculine ones. And I agree with you that it's scary that people don't want to be a type that has such strong feminine traits. And I think that I agree with you. It's due to sexism. I think in our culture, in our Western society, the masculine is the ideal, to be accomplished, to be driven, to be, what else, assertive, strong. That's the ideal. And to be, more exclusively feminine in our attributes, to be soft, to be introspective, to be yielding, all those feminine traits, is people don't want that. People fear that. You can't gain value in the eyes of society by being that exclusively. I think that there have been some gains, though. I think that increasingly the ideal is not masculinity, but androgyny, meaning having both masculine traits and feminine traits. And where am I going with this now? Losing my train of thought. But even still, it's all based still on being masculine. That's where the true, brownie points or whatever come in. The feminine, if you can be both masculine and feminine, you're like a superstar. But we still give preference to those masculine traits, and I hope that Western society can eventually overcome that. It's extremely ingrained in our culture, that fixation on the masculine. And I'm really disappointed that the MBTI community, for all of their interest in understanding the human mind and human nature and really digging deep, they can't even see that they're operating in this Western context much of the time. So that's something for the MBTI community to overcome. And I guess I'll quickly talk about INFPs. And their confidence. I only really know two other INFPs. Both of them are male, and both of them are actually a lot more confident than many other people I know. The one has been himself his entire life, despite the fact that not many people can or seem to appreciate him, and that's through no fault of his own. It's just that he's kind of a person who marches to the beat of his own drum. Is that the expression? Anyway, and so the other guy actually grew up in a bad neighborhood in Chicago, and in his case, he actually kind of, I would say, is like hyper masculine. He kind of claims to not care what anyone thinks about him, and he's resolutely himself. And in that way, he's actually kind of like the masculine ideal while retaining much of his femininity. I don't believe him when he says that he doesn't care what people think about him. I think he must, but he's kind of found a way of coping in an environment where being an INFP is not valued unless you have those masculine attributes. So I hope I've said something good here today, and I love your videos. I love that you love INFPs. You remind me a lot of an INTJ friend I have, who's also female, and just the same mannerisms, stuff like that. So I hope to see more videos from you. Thank you.